Welcome back, everyone. 7 o'clock on your Sunday morning. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on 13 Sunrise. I'm Matthew Foltz alongside Lindsay Monroe. Hopefully you have tried your best to stay dry this weekend because it has been rain just everywhere, Lindsay, and it feels like puddles upon puddles, flood waters. Yeah. Really, especially down south this morning.
Yeah, and that's been an issue. We knew it was going to end up not well, especially in flood-prone areas, low-lying locations close to our local waterways. They were all going to be elevated just because of the sheer amount of rainfall that we knew had the potential to fall. And that did play out. Many spots reporting over 5 to 7 inches of rain in total, depending on where you are. But the good news is the heaviest of that rain is wrapping up. But we still have a few showers out there this morning, and this is kind of the tail end of this whole storm system that will continue to wrap as we go through the day. So right now, live Doppler 13 radar, we've had some steady showers over on the eastern tier of the state, but for the most part, these are just some very light rain showers exiting the region. Infiltrating this rainy patch is some drier and cooler air from the northwest. That will eventually win out as we get into Monday and Tuesday. So we've got some dry days on the horizon, much cooler days, but we need to dry out, and that's going to be the case. So we just have some lingering showers we'll have to monitor as we go through the day today, but I'm really not anticipating them adding much more than perhaps 1/10 of an inch of rainfall when it's all said and done later tonight. 42 is the current temperature. We are going to tap into that much cooler air, so I'm really not looking at much of a warming trend today. Believe we're all going to hold steady here in the low 40s. With that chance of some scattered rain as we get you into the afternoon. Here's that latest timeline as we go through the course of the day. Again, we've got some light showers out there now, starting to tap into a little bit more moisture here by 1 o'clock as we've got this kind of secondary boundary that's going to slide through today. Do believe that will set up kind of a line of steadier rainfall. That takes us through 5 p.m. And then eventually, as we get into the evening tonight, temperatures will start to fall. So really anytime after about 8 o'clock, any remnant moisture could start to mix with perhaps a few ice pellets, a few snow flurries as well. This is through 10 o'clock this evening, some of that scattered rain lingering. And then during the overnight, this is all going to wrap up. The sky will start to clear and temperatures will drop back near the freezing mark. So we could see some slick spots, potentially a lot of leftover water and wet surfaces out there. We're going to talk more about that drier air moving in and a freeze watch that will be in effect for Tuesday morning coming up in the full forecast.
We'll see you then, Lindsay. Right now, water levels are still rising in some communities here in central Indiana, including Shelby County. Our Rich Nye was in Shelbyville along the Big Blue River, which was expected to crest overnight. He has the latest as crews evacuate families.
Adam Davis and his dogs were among the last to be rescued by boat from the Walnut Grove campground early Saturday evening when rising water cut off the campers from the main road in Fairland.
By the time I got up out of bed this morning, it was already, I couldn't get back out of the park. So it's just, it comes up so fast from that river over there that you just, if you're not gone, you're stuck.
The Shelby County Swiftwater Rescue Team spent several hours rescuing 19 people and their pets.
So the campground is underwater. The bulk of the water is probably only 2 to 3 feet deep in the deepest areas. Challenges are we run into some shallow areas that are, not navigable with boats where we have to physically get out and walk the area to get to people.
7 people refused to be evacuated and will just wait for the water to recede.
I actually was going to try and wait it out because my camper sits on one of the higher spots. So I was like, hey, maybe I'll be all right. And then when they started talking about calling the fire department, I figured I'd probably better get.
Just down the road a few miles, drivers on County Road West 400 North drove through high water to get from Fairland to the interstate, a more dangerous risk at night.
We are under a travel advisory at this time. We're asking people if they don't have to go out and travel, please don't, because barricades have been blown over because of the wind that's with this rain. So if you might not see the standing water, and if you get into the standing water, it could rush you off the roadway.
The Big Blue River flows right through Shelbyville and kept rising on Saturday. Sunset Park is underwater, turning the playground into a water slide. There are picnic tables under that shelter. The parking lot is more suitable for a marina right now.
That was our Rich Nye reporting. Now, Rich tells us that the Red Cross has a shelter open at the county fairgrounds for anyone who may have been displaced by the flooding. So you can head there. We do have more information on our website at WTHR.com. We're also keeping an eye this morning on communities in Johnson County. This is a look in Franklin, where water is rushing through low-lying areas, causing flooding there. Parks and roads were already underwater yesterday because of the heavy rain that we saw, and the water continues to rise. Officials say there are already extra measures in place, like alarms that will alert them of extremely high water. Those were installed after the historic flood back in 2008.
We'll be okay. We have an emergency plan in place. We have a specific flood plan for this city, so we have a great team and we're confident.
For sure.
As more rain comes in, city and county departments are now working closely to make sure there are enough people to block any more flooded areas. For the next few days, you are urged to call the non-emergency number if you do see any high water. You can find that number right now on our website at WTHR.com. Bartholomew County Emergency Management put out a new warning late last night saying that the youth camp Lake Dam is in danger of failing. This comes as officials there have been closing roads to keep people safe. Our Ashton Hackman has that story.
Yeah, emergency crews here in Bartholomew County are not taking this rain and flooding lightly whatsoever. We're here just south and west of Columbus along State Road 11, where it intersects County Road 450 South. And as you take a look east heading into Columbus, the roadway is closed because all of this water rushing across. This is one of many roads here in Bartholomew County that are closed because of high water, and it's water that's only going to continue to rise. It's expected to peak Monday just below major flood stage. This is some levels that this county hasn't seen since 2008. And it's just a few feet shy of that record. Now, emergency crews have been out busy today, closing off roads, dealing with water rescues. And Bartholomew County Sheriff Lane says this is not an event to take lightly.
When you see those high water signs and those road closed signs, those are there for a reason. They're not just there because somebody wanted to put them up. That means that obviously you need to stay off the road and to avoid that area.
And as we mentioned, this rain is only going to continue over the next few days. People here in Bartholomew County should prepare for even more road closures. Sheriff Chris Lane says that travel advisory is likely to extend over the next several days, and more roadways, including ones like this, will be remaining closed. In Bartholomew County tonight, Ashton Hackman, 13 News.
Also in Bartholomew County, the city of Columbus says a shelter will be open at St. Peter's Lutheran School. That's over on 719th South 5th Street. City officials say several parts of town have been asked to evacuate, but it is not mandatory just yet. We do have a full list of locations, I should say, across central Indiana. If you or someone you know needs a safe place to stay during the flooding, you can find more information at our website at WTHR.com. The heavy rain and high water turned deadly yesterday in Morgan County. Indiana conservation officers tell us that a man was clearing debris from a culvert in a private pond in Morrisville when the water pulled him under, killing him. This happened not too far from State Road 42 in Bunker Hill. Indiana DNR and the Morgan County Sheriff's Office are now investigating.